Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Waystone. My name is Naragath, and in the last episode, we went ahead and started work on the arena here. And in between episodes, I've made a mess. Just a little bit. So, in between episodes, I've been working on the arena, obviously. Just getting the shop in place. It's actually working well now. But as you can see, I had to bring it out several blocks. From what I originally had planned. Where I originally had planned, the original design that I had designed worked, but only for the first item, which is kind of annoying. What I mean by that is the first item here, when I would press the button, it would dispense one item, like it's supposed to, and only when it's activated with the light. And the second item would activate, but it would dispense 2 items every time, and then the third, the fourth, and so on. And I thought, okay, that's kind of weird. But I discovered that I built it right on a chunk border, which, if you know anything about redstone and chunk borders, they don't always behave the way you expect them to. So yeah, I completely redesigned it. Now, instead of the design that I had, which, yes, I didn't show it on camera, but it's not important at this point, I guess. Just to walk you through this one. From the button here, we go to a monostable circuit, which goes into Observer, which is just observing this repeater here. And that observer goes into another observer, which that observer sends the pulse down, and if there's a block here, it will send it through the repeater into the dropper and dispense the item. So, pretty easy when you think about it, but it's not simple. Especially when you have to take into account quasi-connectivity. That was another issue with another design iteration that I had, was quasi-connectivity. Where it would work, but it would work all the time. Because that dispenser or that observer would always send a pulse to a repeater if it's... Yeah, it was dumb. We'll put it that way. Quasi-connectivity is good in some circumstances, but in others, yeah. Anyway, over here we have a nice little torch tower deal, which comes off of the counter that I moved down here. And this obviously activates the sticky pistons there, putting the block underneath those observers so they work. And then going up from there, we go into the lights, which I have pretty simple setup of repeaters and dust. And this I'm probably going to move forward so it's in line with this. Just so that it's not so far back, not out of place. And in fact, I'll probably be moving this entire wall to be in line with that. And then move this one back a little bit, and of course put the storefront on that side in as well. So, yeah, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try something a little different for this. I've seen a Canellia do this. I wonder if it works for me. So, let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this isn't what I expected. Definitely different. And it's definitely not my little shop. Or my arena. What in the world is going on here? And I can't move. What? No. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, not again, not again. No. I didn't die? Is this Minecraft? What is this trickery? Slanted block? Oh, that's a cool looking bow. Pretty nifty looking armor. But, yeah, this isn't where I want to be. Let's try this guy. Ooh, well, that's better. Okay, so that doesn't work for me. So let's try something else. I know. Let's try snapping. And there we go. Just like that, we have this room, for the most part, done. I haven't put any of the items in the dispenser or in the droppers or anything like that in the item frames. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. And I think the design of the room is actually pretty nice too. There's still some more things I need to add, like I'm gonna put in a couple of armor stands here with like the what you could call the starting armor, which is gonna be leather, as well as like wooden swords. You know, start with that. Shields is gonna be one of the upgrades that you can purchase, so that'd be pretty cool. And I decided originally I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna do like gold armor and iron armor. I decided I'm just gonna do iron armor as far as what you could purchase later on, along with an iron sword, shield, iron axe, and then on this side we'll have things like a bow right here, which I'll get into that here in a little bit. I need to get some dirt on me, but anyway, we'll have bow, ender pearl, maybe some potions, and something else. I'm drawing a blank on what it was. I'll think of it later. Anyway, let's go ahead head over to my I guess you could call it administrative access. This is where I'm gonna get in here and get down below both of them. Unfortunately, putting this together on the one side took a lot more time than what I expected, so getting the other side done today is not going to be possible. I had some stuff to do IRL that took longer than I anticipated, so yeah. So anyway, you already saw that the item filter and how I have that set up to the counter. That hasn't changed. What has changed though is that I now have a leg from the reset, which this will eventually change out to a button that will be up top. But for now, the lever works just fine. But anyway, we have a line out here to the other side. You know, you already saw all this stuff. You know, this hasn't changed. Then we got this right here, which this is a very simple way for me if I just come down here and I haven't, you know, gone up there, you know, and checked to see what was empty. I could just come up here, flip this lever, and if there's anything in the hoppers, these comparators will light up, and that'll tell me, okay, I probably don't need to fill those up. But it also will tell me what does need to be filled, so that when, you know, I get those items, I can come over here, access the hopper, and put it in, and put it into the dropper. So pretty simple way of dealing with it. The last three up here, I haven't fully decided if I'm actually going to put these in yet. That's why I haven't put the, you know, all the redstone in for it yet. My idea is I may hook it up to like an arrow dispenser or a lava dispenser and maybe something else, like a splash potion dispenser or something like that, you know, up in the play field. That will, you know, be like a trap, so to speak. So that's the idea with those. That, and if I do, it'll just be pretty much a very similar setup to this, except, well, you're not dispensing anything. You're just setting a signal to activate a clock for the traps. It's not going to distinguish on whether the red side has it or the blue side has it. It's just has someone activated it, and it'll activate it for a certain amount of time. And I may look into possibility also, like when, say, the red side activates the arrow dispenser, for example, there'll be a clock that's running for that, and possibly disable the blue side ability to buy it, you know, until the clock is done. You know, well, not even just disable the blue side, but also the red side as well. And to disable the ability to buy that until it's done, so that, you know, you're not wasting a button press. Yeah, I think that might be kind of cool. And then you can also use that as a way to tell, okay, someone activated that. So I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, the redstone here is pretty much exactly the same, except for where I'm going to be putting the bows. Let's go over this way. So when you get a bow, you're obviously going to want arrows. So what I've decided is arrows aren't going to cost anything. once you unlock the bows, you get the arrows as well. So when the arrows get activated, which is right here, it activates this redstone line, which pulls down these sticky pistons and reveals a chest. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some dirt here real quick, and then I'll just demonstrate that. So I think that works out pretty good. And yeah. So now we get to go see how disorganized I am over on the blue side right now. But yeah, one thing I'm going to be doing in today's episode, other than showing you all this, is I realized that there's something I haven't taken care of that I need to take care of. That's a good source of food. So yeah, that's mainly what I'm going to be dealing with today. Just gotta find where I put my dirt. So I just brought all my shulker boxes over here that have not only building supplies but also extras, so that I can store all the, all the stone and whatnot that I dig up here. So I'm not clogging my inventory too much with it. So yeah. Fine. I won't fly. Alright, so for this, go ahead, do enough where we unlock a little bit past the arrows. So go ahead. First, we'll go ahead view it from up here. So, see, it's not the speediest thing, but at the same time, I think this is a good speed. So anyway, after that goes through, then we'll have a couple up there, and there we go. Then we have access to that chest. Obviously right now I don't have arrows in it, but that'll come. And then I have, 2 others. If you listen, you'll hear the dispenser. So yeah, that's working pretty good. So now we're gonna go ahead, head back down there, and we'll see if I can. Well, first let's go ahead and sleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleep, then we'll head down there, hit the reset, and get an idea of how that works. It's still gonna need to figure out exactly how long I need the reset to be going, so that when I tug it up to a button press, I know, how long I need to set it. Because how long it takes to reset on this side is gonna take the same amount of time on the blue side, as I'm planning on making them the same. In theory. We'll see if that works. So, it's kind of important to make them the same. For balance reasons. You don't want to have one team have an advantage over the other, even if that is one step less or one step more, to activate something or get to, wherever they're going. So that's going to be one thing that I got to keep in mind, which, yeah, isn't too bad. I've already started kind of planning that, just to make sure that everything is all good with that. Go ahead, let it go for a little bit. So when those light up, that's a pretty good indication of when it's been cleared. And I let it go for a little bit longer than that, just to make sure that all of them have gone through the entire system and looped back around. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I showed this exact part. You saw how the counter worked, and basically what I have going is you have the pool of counters right here, and then it goes in around here. And once you get to this point, any others will just, cycle around back to the starting one right here. But as the game is going on and these are activated, these are going to get activated and it'll stop the items here. What I need to do is figure out, once we get up to, say, this one right here, it needs to stop sending any of them around, as there's no point because you've unlocked everything. So that'll be something else that I need to hook up to this line. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Basically just a redstone line freezing this one over here. This one here is pretty much set up almost exactly the same way as that one, except we don't have the arrow line, of course. But once an item travels through this hopper right here, it sends a pulse off to here to send the to count by 1 over here. So pretty simple stuff. And go ahead and demonstrate that. See if we can get up high enough to do this. Yeah, this is where cement pearls come in handy. Let's go ahead and dig up there. I still need to get up there to do the change in the clock. But I still haven't fully decided how I'm going to do that just yet. I think I'm going to have it based on, you know, whatever's coming through this line. As the lines has stuff in it, it'll have the clock running. But yeah, I'm still thinking of a good design that's going to work reliably on a server. So anyway, let's go ahead and send about 9. Go ahead and send that in. Since we're not walking down the stairs, it should be a little easier to watch it. Let's see, it's coming through here. And we got that one full, and then the next one's going to come through. Just send the pulse off. Just like that. So, pretty simple stuff. But, yeah, it works. One of the few things that I'm going to have to do once I get everything all situated is definitely put droppers on all these hoppers. I want to reduce as much lag as possible. I don't want this game being a lag producer. So, yeah, that'll be something I'll be doing, you know, once I finish the blue side. I figure there's no point in worrying about it before then. Yeah, mainly because, well, I may end up redesigning some parts of this for whatever reason. So, anyway, I'm going to head back to base, and we're going to get to working on my food situation. So, I'll be back with you guys in just a sec. Alright, and welcome back, everyone. So, we're over here at the tower. I went ahead, got a few cows. Wait. I heard you. Not welcome here. Anyway, I went over to the llama sanctuary, got a few cows. Pretty uneventful. I have no idea how I'm gonna get them down below, but I'll worry about that later. How about that? So anyway, if we come down here a couple levels, you'll see I have a hallway already dug out. What this hallway was actually for is a spawner that I haven't shown, which is this spider spawner. At least I don't think I showed it. I think I was going to, but then I cut out the footage. But yeah, anyway, I haven't fully decided exactly how I'm going to set this up yet. Right now I have it set up kind of as a test, I guess, to see if what I read is true, whether spiders can climb on signs. So, yeah, I haven't done a whole lot with this yet, but eventually. So, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out basically this wall and a good chunk of it. And this is where I'm going to put the cow and the sheep farm. So, I'm going to go ahead and get that dug out, and I'll be back with you guys in just a sec. Alright, and welcome back, everyone. So, I've dug out the area that I need for at least a couple of these cells that I'm going to put in. And that should be enough room, I hope. The design that I'm going to go for, it's going to be pretty simple. And I'm going to go ahead and do one of them on camera with you guys, and then I'll put another one in later. But before I get to that, someone finally decided to come back from his little trip. Did you have a good trip, Gary? Well, you don't need to be like that. I'm sorry. So Jerry is going to be our redstone supervisor here. Make sure that everything is all shipshape and everything's going the way it's supposed to. So first thing I want to do though is I want to put some stairs in. Whether this is the type of stairs I'm going to go for in the end, I don't know. But the good news about the way I have this set up is that I come up to this level to breed them, and I can either go down the stairs or later on I can go down to this level here, where I have my tree storage and whatnot. and I can come down here and, get the food. So, like I said, the design I'm going to go for is actually pretty simple. Let's go ahead and start it right here. And we'll see how well this goes with doing some redstone on camera. It's not like I said, it's not a difficult design. And I forgot glass. Okay. I was gonna use clear or black glass for this, but I guess for now I'll just use the light blue. And I'll just change it out later, because this is not gonna work with the design that I have in mind. So anyway, go ahead, build up here, and then we put a dispenser right there. And now think about it, okay, there it is. Second, I forgot the observer as well. Want that there. I did forget the button. Yeah, whatever. Not that important. So go ahead and put Peter there. Some redstone dust there. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the button. Otherwise, I can see me easily forgetting it. So anyway, the whole purpose of this, the whole purpose of this is to have a, I'm going to be putting lava in there. But I'll have it tick on, then tick off. So, pretty simple. Anyway, from there, go from here. We're going to go ahead, bring it up a little bit here. And this is where the adult cows are going to be standing. Provided I can actually put the blocks in correctly. So, put one out like that. And the whole idea of this is that you have the adult cows in there. The adult cows are a little over a block tall, I think almost 2 blocks tall. Not quite, but it might be like a block and a half. But anyway, and the baby cows are under a block. So when you breed out the adult cows, the baby cows get basically squished out and sent down to that slab down there. So pretty simple there. Oh yeah. One thing I did forget is I do want to have a dispenser here and here. These are gonna dispense out water. I got one there. And that will allow the cows to bob up and down so you can actually breed them. So now all I need to do is cover this up. Get out of here. Cover this up. And we can go ahead and put a slab up here so that the baby cows or the baby sheep don't escape from there. Come back up here. Go ahead and raise this up some more. Looks like I'm going to need some more concrete, but that is fine. Alright, so that's a basic idea of it. And now I need to put in the redstone for the dispensers there. And that's going to be pretty simple. And eventually I'm going to have like I don't know, I'm thinking about, I might put like a button like on the far wall here or even up here. Because I'm going to have more than one of these cells. So I might put a button up there that'll control the water for all these guys. So basically go into the breed mode, so to speak. Nice and easy. But for now, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Take this out just a little bit further. I'm gonna dig quite that far up. Got that. And then for right now, yeah, for now I'm just gonna set up a button over here. Yeah, a lot of this I'm still kind of thinking of on the fly how I want to do this. So go from there to there. I'll have sticky piston right here. A block on top of that. I need to get my repeaters out, and we'll do there, and there. So, like I said, really simple. Then we'll do a block there with a button on it. And the one concern will be is if you have the water running too long, you're going to drown, the babies, which obviously is not ideal. But if I put it up here, and then go breed them up, shouldn't be too long, because I don't plan on putting too many adults in each of these cells right here. Only maybe up to 8 or 10 for each one, so that won't be too bad. So, but that's basically how the cells are set up. And once they grow up, you can either kill them yourself if you have like a looting sword here. If you want to get the more drops from manually kill them, or you can do the lava method, which will work just as well. You won't get as many drops. So yeah, that's one cell right there for the most part. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some more of these cells in off camera and whatnot. And I'm also gonna decorate up this room quite a bit. I haven't fully decided exactly how I'm gonna do this. Obviously, red concrete couldn't be a part of it, but yeah, I think it'll come out pretty nice. So anyway, unfortunately, guys, that's going to be all the time I have for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you're not already, consider subscribing. And you can follow me on Twitter to know the next time I upload. But until next time, guys, have a good one.